You can say hi. Is it Hi, everybody. Who's online? Who are you? Hi, you. This is a whole new thing for me.
There's 4 people online, so
there's 3. Who just appeared?
Someone just went offline.
Someone came, someone went. Hi, you all. Cheers. Having a glass of wine. I don't even know what day it is. I don't know my elbow from my earlobe at the moment. Oh, here. I'm looking right over there. And says, look up. My sidekick's on the other side here. So, guys, talk to me. Type your messages. If there's anything you want to know, any questions you want to ask. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, Lee. How's it? You're funny. You and that garden. Oh God, I can't wait to come and visit you when we have this. When we're in stage 1 something or stage 2. How are you doing, sweetheart? We have a doctor in the house, by the way, everybody.
You're in your life. Oh, perfect. Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Lee. So this is a whole new genre for me. This is like the kids' TikTok stuff, and keeps telling me to look at the microphone.
Camera.
The camera. So in the background, you can. There he is. He wanted to go paint, and I say, hell no, I need you here, my technician. Hi, Peter. Nice to meet you. Cheers. Welcome. Oh, better to see you. I know, Lee. It's been so interesting. It hasn't been too bad, thank God. I think my humor might be depleting in the last 2 or 3 days. Listening to the president on Tuesday, and then last night. I'm sorry, was it last night? When was it? Was it last night? When he put the mask on his face, on his eyes. So I just thought, see no evil, and we don't know where we're going. We don't know where we've come from. But shame, he made a really sweet interview this afternoon that he's going to open his own channel on how to use masks. So, guys, if there's any questions you want to ask, so what we've done during this lockdown is that we've started doing cooking demos, which is a whole new genre to me. I mean, I did it many years ago. I've always done it in front of people. For those who know me from Forkit Studio, live cooking demonstrations and interactive cooking is really my genre. So this is a whole new platform. Hi, Peter from Prague. How are you, boys? Oh, my goodness. So I've got friends from Prague that are online. Gosh, guys, I miss you so much. Garrett, how are you doing, boys? These are 2 gorgeous boys. One is a South African and one is one of the people from Prague. And keep saying to me to look up. Look up. Yeah, look up. So this whole new genre. Jean, hi Jean, welcome. My cousin from Durban. Miss you millions. Bitch, you have to come and visit as soon as this lockdown is finished. Czech, I'm so sorry. Peter is from Czech Republic. Beautiful, beautiful boy. And so his other half, by the way. But guys, it's so fabulous to have you on board. Oh, we've got 7. This is a whole new genre. I've been watching Lily Slap Silly on Facebook, and it's been interesting watching a drag queen do this. So unfortunately, I am not in drag tonight, and I don't think I will be in drag. Philippe, hi, welcome. A friend from Johannesburg. Shame, poor Johannesburg people. Love to have you back. I know, Peter. It is so fantastic to connect with you guys. That's Peter from Czech Republic in Prague. I'm so thrilled to do this. It is so exciting to me. Start your engines. Yeah. So this whole couple of weeks, I kind of did like, what was I going to do and how was I going to do it? And Anne just said to me, babes, we need to do cooking experiences from the kitchen. And before the whole shutdown, I was going to do YouTubing during the social distancing before the actual shutdown. Jean Hackett's on the line. Hi, Jean, my fabulous PR person and friend, new friend who I adore. We had a chat today on WhatsApp. She kept me company last night in the kitchen. Jean, I think I spoke too much last night. I really do. Just like so. So anyway, going back to where I was, who's are you all chatting to each other? I love that. Jean, you've got to meet these boys. They are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful boys. I miss them immensely. Both of them worked actually with Emirates and lived in Dubai for many years and decided to immigrate back to Peter's country and now live in Prague. And I think, if I was to know, they're both in two different genres of work. If I'm mistaken, I think Peter, I think you're in PR, and I think Garrett is in teaching. So anyway, going back to me, it's all about me tonight. No, I'm only joking. I'm loving this. This is so awesome. Sorry, I'm pretty stoked. This is like millennial stuff for me, and I'm of course last generation. And last night I was doing a interactive cooking experience with Cape Town Culinary with Elsa, and I can never pronounce the names. Elsa, yeah.
I'll share.
I'll share. I always call
I'll
it Ellie.
share.
I don't see Ellie on board at the moment. Last night was great. Thanks, Jean. Because I was kind of pretty nervous, and then Anne couldn't connect us, and we had a problem with Facebook, so we moved over to Instagram, and of course we lost all our Facebook followers, and even lost my family. My brother couldn't find us, and so Mike, Are you in the house? I don't see Michael in the house at the moment. Um, so I know he was saying that he's coming on board. So anyway, so the whole thing is now I've been cooking, and this has been a whole new experience of talking in front of a camera with no interaction, which is unusual for me because I like that kind of banter between the people that I cook with. Lee and who else has been to the class? Lee's been to a class. Jean's been to a class. Um,
These are amazing.
Des is online. My sister-in-law from Johannesburg is online.
And
Des and Mike, welcome. And running behind. Where are you going? Oh, he's got the phone to check. So this whole genre is actually, yeah, I see you, Des. Hi, welcome. So this whole genre is very new to me in that I'm not having responses. So last night was a very unusual experience where I was cooking with Cape Town Culinary Tours, who have been actually interviewing chefs and people from restaurants and coffee barristers. And so last night was a whole new experience for me. I was supposed to do 20 minutes. I think I went on for an hour. So, and I had so much fun. I actually think I was slightly trashed when I was finished because I think I finished about three-quarters of a bottle of wine and kept topping my wine up secretly. And we actually did a whole cook sister, I beg your pardon, not a cook sister, a fat cook. Anne's been talking about cook sisters, that's why. So Anne keeps saying, babes, make this and demo that. And I've like got so much to show you guys, so it's actually quite interesting. So cool, guys. Is there any questions that you want to ask? So if you'll see, I'm doing a lot of in memory of my mum, who I lost many years ago, who was an amazing baker, not the best cook, but a fabulous baker, and made some very interesting Mauritian dishes. She was married to my dad, who was French Mauritian. So there are things like French pickle that I put on. I'm still trying to edit because I sometimes stop the camera and pause it or call him for lunch. There's one segment. I'm actually saying I'm in the middle of a segment and I thought I'd pause the camera, and I called him to come for lunch. So Anne's run off. He's on my phone because people are WhatsApping. So I let you go, babes. Lunch is ready. The fish is done. And I was still recording. So Anne's got to edit all those out. Jean, I know. I've got Mom's recipe book, actually. if I told you what it looks like, it's literally, it is so old. I don't know if you can see it. It's ancient, ancient. And believe it or not, there is handwriting by all my brothers and sisters at one time or the other. So it's actually, and the book, I'm going to just show you quite, I don't know if you can see it. You can't see the writing, but those yellow marks are actually showing how old this book is. And notice the coffee stains and obviously all sorts of things were put onto it. So this doesn't even have its cover anymore, but there's some recipes in here that I actually want to duplicate and just fiddle with a little bit to make them more modern. But mom was a fabulous baker. Every Friday, we used to come home and mom would bake about 8 different goodies, savory and sweet, for the weekend. As Jean heard last night, I from a family of 8 children. All my other families know. So who else is there? Oh, Nat's on board. Oh God, Natalie used to be a neighbor of mine with many cats and dogs. I'm surprised we're still friends, Natalie. 2 gorgeous girls. They are stuck at home. Um, I actually baked some goodies for a demo, some Chelsea buns. And on the way to the shops, I kind of rang the doorbell and threw the Chelsea buns over the over the fence to the kids to enjoy. Um, I hope you enjoyed them, Nats. Is it handwritten? Yes. This recipe book is handwritten, and some of it's from my mom, some of it's in my handwriting, some of it's from a deceased brother of mine who was 18, and my younger sister who now lives in New Zealand. There's handwriting of hers in this book as well. So there's quite a bit of history in this. It's actually quite amazing in the 80s and 70s how much cooking we did. And this whole time, the world has shut down and we've taken time out to be with our family and friends. And I'm actually loving the people on Facebook who are now cooking with their families. I mean, some people are making a mashup of food, but they're at least trying and Googling recipes and that sort of thing and asking us chefs for information and guidelines. Um, Definitely, yes. Jean's saying to me, yeah, yes, you'll be doing more of the traditional dishes that Mum used to make. Absolutely. Mum made the most delicious cook sisters and tarts. Very much a tart lady, and biscuits, huge amounts of biscuits. No, she wasn't a tart. She was actually a very, very classy lady. No, she wasn't that classy. Mum would make jokes. And she, being a good Catholic, she had a crucifix round her neck. And when she would tell a naughty joke, she would put the crucifix behind her back and tell the joke. And then when she was finished, she would bring Jesus back to the front. That was my mother. And Afrikaans says, "Sout van die aarde." She was salt of the earth. Miss her immensely. So cheers to my mom and dad and to all the family that gone before us, because these are memories are made of these people. And I am where I am today because my mom was a great baker and a fairly good cook. I'm lying when I say she wasn't a good cook. She made the most amazing Mauritian dishes. She was from the Swartland and brought traditional dishes from that area and then the Mauritian dishes which we ate. So we ate traditional South African and Mauritian dishes. Babes, I've gone still and I've there. Am I back? Sausage, am I online? I'm still here. Sorry, I just went. Okay, let's just see who else is here. Jolene. Oh, my niece. Oh, I am Jolene's fairy godfather. Actually, her uncle. I can't stand the word. And today I said, "Oh, it's your uncle here." I'm not. I'm her fairy godfather, which she referred me to, by the way. My sweetheart, I miss you immensely. She lives in Durban with her gorgeous husband and 3 children. Who else is there? My mum would be proud of me. Thank you, Nats. I hope she would. She thought I was as mad as a hatter. Nothing's changed. I just got more bolder and yeah, and cheekier. I think she always said to me, my mouth would could be a problem. My tongue would get me into trouble. It has sometimes, but I at least I laugh about shit. Because really, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear too much. So if I drop the odd F-bomb or something, please correct me because this is my first time on YouTube and I don't want to be exiled on my first attempt. Oh Lord! Oh, you love the Chelsea's nuts. Thank you. Ant's already asking me when I'm going to bake again. I'm not joking. He's put on weight. So I'm trying to read your messages as I'm talking. I'm talking a lot here again. Is there lack of Durban curry? Absolutely. Jean, I got hold of this evening, this afternoon with he never left. No, it just sorry. Prim Reddy from Indian Chapter, who has become a great friend over the last couple of years. A fabulous little Indian restaurant that's actually just a walk away from our home. And I was online with her chatting about doing interactive cooking experiences on YouTube with her, especially during this lockdown. And once it's gone, we'll actually do some live where we can be together. And she, of course, has got some favorite Indian recipes. But as an ex-Durbanite, I have some really good Durban curry recipes as well. So, Jean, yes, we will probably be doing bunny chows, and I might even do it on Wednesday for you because it's coming to winter, and we're going to do. Jean has asked me to do a lunchtime quickie meal. It's not the healthiest of meal. So, Jean, let me know your thoughts. We should do maybe a Durban curry bunny chow for Wednesday's lunch interactive cooking experience. Desha is saying, I baked bread rolls and cheese bombs for the first time, feeding all the big boys in the house and trying to avoid the bakery. Desiree is stuck with two of her sons, and apparently they're demanding to eat meat every day. So I just said to them they actually need to get out of bed and start cooking themselves, especially my young nephew, Jonathan, who is, by the way, a phenomenal violinist. Shocking language. Lord, sis Jean, a quickie at lunchtime. No, now I'm blushing. See, the problem with me, when I blush, I go like a lollipop. So now I blushed because the quickie. So yes, let's do it. Want to real Durban, but yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna Wednesday. Ant's laughing. Ant thinks this is hysterical. And sometimes I don't get the words out correctly or in time. Last night I apparently was going to turn off the fryer, and I said I was going to turn the fan off. So yeah, and then the other day I was making braided enriched dough, and I remember the word was actually ropes, but I said sausages. So Ant runs from the room, and I have to show you, by the way, if you can see, we have notes on the thing, and
it's the wrong way around.
It's the wrong way around. You can't see it, but it's got ropes written there, and he actually says he's showing me to say like this behind the screen, going ropes. So I'm like having to correct myself on live camera. It's fun though. I as I said to someone to him, I think it's all part of our humanity. And I've really got to laugh through this shit because if we ain't gonna laugh, we're not gonna get through this. And times are different. So hell to the humor, I'm telling you. So where's that? To the Peter, to the bunny and a quickie. It's a quickie bunny. That's what it is. Gosh, you guys, rudeness. So much of the rudeness. Guys, I hope you got a glass of wine because I have. Thank God we have stored wines in the garage. And Nathaniel from KFM is online. Welcome. Did he leave already? Did he come and go? And Melanie, hi, Melanie. How are you, sweetheart? You got bubbles. Fabulous. Cheers. I've got a Sauvignon Blanc. Ant likes his bubbles. I'm not a huge bubble. Okay, see, he's topping my glass. You don't notice it, but there's a wine bottle just popped in here and just filled my glass. He's sneaky. For those who come to the cooking experiences, if Ant is on duty serving wines and assisting me, you will have to Uber home because he refills those glasses non-stop through the cooking experiences, which, by the way, is so much fun. And I miss them terribly, guys. We pour in now. Peter, absolutely. You should have had your pantry staples, please, as well. Jean, I will. I've I've got to remember that I'm a chef, so I've got everything in my pantry and cupboard and fridge and freezer and the garage. I've literally got containers worth of food, and because I'm constantly shopping, so I will keep it to simple ingredients that I know the average person will have. So we will keep it simple, and I will tomorrow give you the pantry ingredients and actually give you a recipe to post online. So, Jolene, am I willing to share? No. We have had Natalie Russell. Gary is not on board at the moment. We've had a neighbor who knock on our door, well, not scream across the walls, and asked if we had any wines. So
No.
I've told friends that if they ask for wine, they are no longer my friends. So no, Jolene, I'm not willing to share. When the lockdown is finished, absolutely. We actually need to go wine touring, Joe and Louis, when you're here in Cape Town. Same for you, Jean from Durban, my cousin. Nathaniel, are you still there? No. Where is it? Melanie's got her bubbles, yes. What's that? Haha, Jean, Natalie. No boinkies. Oh, no boinkies. No, no. Don't even go there with beans. Ant's laughing. No, do not. Not when you're locked down. You know what I'm saying? So we'll keep away from the beans. Beware of Ant with the wine. Desiree, no, little Ant. We're talking about little Ant with wine. He's shocking. And even when we entertain at home, I will prepare the meal. Jean has been to our home. Natalie's been to our home. Des, I can't remember if you've eaten here. I know they stayed over. And pours the wine while I cook. So, an amount of bottles of wine that are left over from a dinner party, a simple, fabulous dinner party. The bottles of wine are astronomical. I won't even share how many bottles we go through. But thank God for wine, because I'm telling you, it's getting me through this. But so thank you, Uncle Don. Short trip. Don D Mayo. Oh no, D. Is it Donald or Desiree online? I think it's Desiree. Des, is it you? I see D Mayo. Joe, is it? I can't make it out. I don't think it's Don. They are at, I think it's like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning in New Zealand. So I think D Mayo is actually Desiree, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there we go. Des and Don. I'm correct. Des, I'm right. Joe, girl, how many wines have you had so far, Joe? I have to tell you, yeah, Des is going, little Ant is the worst. He is the worst, but he's the best, though. We got to love him for it. Yes, Joe, it's a shorter trip. Have we cheese on the menu tonight? No. I'm actually making pizza. I've made a sourdough this morning that I've been tossing and turning, and it's a whole process. And I've put a loaf into the fridge in the proving basket, and I have got a portion left out for pizza. So when we finish, I'm into the kitchen to make some homemade pizza with sourdough, which is something I want to teach, but it's a hell of a process. But it's so delicious. Oh my goodness, the sourdough. And my sourdough starter is called Matilda. Yes, I know. If you remember the movie Matilda, she had a hard time and she got through nonsense, and yeah. So Matilda's been through a hard time. It took me a while to get her going. And I'm not very good with women, but I eventually got Matilda to grow and produce, and She produces all the time. I have to feed her. She's very demanding, as a woman is. Girls, I know you're going to slap me, but Matilda's fabulous, and she's in the fridge, and she keeps us with fabulous bread weekly. And yes, Queen. Oh, Jean, I can't wait for you to come and visit. Jean Small, my dearest cousin from my father's side. Cheese board. Melanie, what are you having? Can we have kippers for breakfast? Melanie, my other half doesn't like kippers, but I make shashuka, which I need to do as well. And I make all different types. I've made from the Middle East, I've made a Egyptian one, and I've made the Mexican one. But kippers are fabulous. I love kippers. I have tasted the pizza delish. Oh, Nats, of course. Yeah, but the actual sourdough makes the most amazing, actually very traditional Italian-based pizza. Awesome. Annie loves your sourdough. I need to get that starter recipe from you, Jean. I can actually give you some when we're in phase 2. I think we're allowed to see each other. I think I can give you. I can give you some of my starter, but I'll do a tutorial on actually how to make a sourdough starter. And once you've got your starter, you can bake all sorts of good stuff with it. It's actually quite amazing. Are you not jealous of Matilda? Jean, okay, cool. What's my Philippe is asking me, what is my favorite Italian dish?
All of them.
Someone said to me last night, what is my favorite genre of food? And I actually went around the world because I've traveled quite a bit, and before I traveled, food was my way of traveling. So international food with a South African base is really my favorite food. But my favorite Italian food, I would say at the moment, Ant would know. What is my favorite one, babes? My favorite pasta dish.
Your pasta.
Carbonara. Carbonara is my favorite pasta at the moment. It is just a go-to. If you've got eggs and some, there's a little Portuguese place that sells what is we put into it?
Nate's got another question for you.
Oh, Nate's.
Yeah.
So yes, carbonara, but traditional and not with cream. Just eggs and prosciutto and Parmesan cheese and some pasta.
You've actually answered his question because that's a quick lunch, 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes.
Minutes.
So
come on, carbonara.
Nathaniel, carbonara. Carbonara. Carbonara is literally takes 5 minutes to make. If you've got a packet of pasta, linguine preferably, you can use a spaghetti. And literally it is 3 eggs that you beat up by hand with a fork, a cup of Parmesan cheese finely grated, and that is it. So you boil your pasta and you literally take it out and put in your pan, in a warm pan, and keep a little bit of the water aside. You mix your eggs with your Parmesan cheese, a grind of salt, and a couple of grinds of black pepper, and you fry your prosciutto on the side and throw it into the pasta. Throw the raw egg with the Parmesan cheese mix into the warm pasta. The actual pan mustn't be hot, and you toss that in. And then if it's a little bit dry, to add a little bit of the cooking liquid from the pasta. And I'm not joking, it's 5 minutes once it's all together, and a little bit of chopped parsley just for a bit of freshness, and some extra grated Parmesan cheese on the top. Lunch and dinner is served. So just to clarify, we love little ad. Oh, Des, and pouring wine, but pouring wine, I know he's dangerous. No, he's going, yeah. He's a shocker, actually. Shocker.
42
Peter, so Czech Republic are coming out of their 42 lockdown. Guys, no, we're still in lockdown, by the way, in South Africa. We have been in a 6-week, 4-week, 5-week now. For 4 weeks. I can't remember.
I've got 8 weeks going.
Oh, I don't know. We were in self hibernation 2 weeks before the lockdown. So we are now on next Monday, Friday the 1st. We are now getting into phase 4. which still means that I can't get to gym, which means people can smoke. We still can't buy alcohol or wine. Bitches, please. What is that? I can't understand. Like you go to Pick and Pay and Food Lovers and Woolworths, and all the wine is locked up. It is there, teasing us, bitches. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ew, you can see me, but you can't have me. Why is this rude? I just where we going? A quick okay, where we just we're gonna come out of lockdown, yeah. Then we have to do a demo on that. Absolutely, Philippe, I will do it. I will do the quick version with cream dry pasta, and then I'm also going to show people how to make homemade pasta. So homemade pasta is amazing, and it's so much more deliciousness. Yeah, little Angel here again, so much more deliciousness. +1, Peter Fillion, hi, welcome. One +1 on carbonara spaghetti. Yeah, it's delicious. I will do a demo on it and show you the quick version, and then I will show you the technical version on actually making homemade pasta, which actually is easier than you think it is, as long as you've got flour. Why are you laughing, little ant? Jolene's going, let me go down. Have lamb neck in the fridge. Any ideas? Jean, casserole, absolutely. If you've got red wine, although we don't want to cook with red wine at the moment, hell to the no to cooking with red wine, because we're now down to our
26 bottles. Actually,
24 bottles.
We just finished 2.
We just finished 2 today, I think. I don't know. Whatever. Yesterday and today.
No, 2 today.
But definitely a tomato bready, Jean. Absolutely. And where are we now? Peter from Czech Republic says they allowed alcohol. Bitches, rudeness. No, the problem is we alcoholics here in South Africa. So I think they took advantage of locking us out of the alcohol. And I can't wait to. I've running out of gin. Oh, I've got samples of gin that someone gave to me at Christmas time, like little baubles or something. Well, I'm now on the samples of gin. Some of them are not so fabulous, but hell, with a bit of tonic and some fresh granadillas, fabulous. So, due to technical, we missed the curry fat cook last night, and John is desperate to make them so we can be taught in person. Is it recorded? Yes, it has.
It will be posted tomorrow.
Ant's posting. Shame little Ant hasn't had time to
it takes an hour
paint. He's painting at the moment, but he's got to clip and everything. He spent 6 hours doing voiceover and connecting it. So tomorrow it will be live on YouTube. It actually was a fabulous experience. Little Ant, Jolene says, little Ant, I remember teaching me belly dancing. Maybe you guys need to do a dinner and dance show. Oh my God, no, please, people. I don't know if you've seen the video of Ant in the garden with my kitchen scissors trimming the lawn because we have no garden service and we have no lawnmower. And I took a video of him in painting, and he was only in an apron, literally an apron, people, in autumn. And his little tush is, yes. For those who haven't seen it, I'll post it on. I will not post it on YouTube, because it's semi-nudity. So yes, the cutest little tush. But he turned around. I was hysterical because I had to knock on the garage door. He's turned the garage into a man cave for painting. So I have to knock on the door to make sure that I can come in and that he's presentable and taking food and drinks and whatever. And yes, so there he was in his little apron as the naked painter. Was so cute. Here we got a pantry of tricks for stew chef. Okay, Brady. Yeah, Brady. Now, Jean, it's such a fabulous time for casseroles and Brady, which is really just a casserole in South Africa, Afrikaans. And I actually went to the stores today at Food Lovers and saw. What did I see? Oxtail. It's oxtail time as well. But for me, oxtail's got to be done with red wine, and I am not sharing my red wine with cooking at the moment. Hell to the no to that. Gene, hottest garden boy ever. I know. And I was sitting on a deck chair drinking a double gin and granadilla and tonic, as one does. You know what I'm saying? the privilege. No, really. Melanie Hobson. Hi.
No.
What are you laughing at? I don't know. You see, again, I'm talking. And last night I mentioned, I don't know, the ministry days, the monastery days, the cuck food, eating locusts that were popping out of pots and that sort of thing. And I was going off in tangents. Poor Al was trying to say something, and I was like, rah, 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 rah. And yes, by the way, if you watch my food channels, you'll sometimes mostly just see my hands. You'll see a little introduction, but most times it's my hands, and the hands are in and out and up and down. And I think I have Italian blood in me somehow.
It's Mel and Chris.
Oh God, Melanie. You see, I don't know Mel. It's Mel from the UK. And Chris. Melanie. Sorry, Melanie. I didn't. And by the way, congratulations to Mel, and Chris, who got engaged recently. Are going to get married. By the way, guys, I didn't get the invitation. We did not get the invitation. Just to let you know that Chris gave me a tip of £110. I think when I got them, they were worth a little bit of money. They've now doubled, and I still have them hidden away in a very secret spot. So, Chris and Mel, I still have that tip from about 3 years ago. But making pasta puttanesca. Absolutely. Are you making? I gather, Peter, are you making that? Yes, enjoying making. Oh yeah, puttanesca. We won't mention where that comes from. You know, it's putta, which is not a very good word. It actually is a. It was kind of a commoner's prostitute meal. That's where the word puttanesca. Not a good word, and I don't. A lot of people don't know. It actually means the food of prostitutes. But what a fabulous dish! Enjoy, and I will do that as well.
We have
I have a fabulous recipe. Ant's commenting here. I can't cook enough to get through to him. That I like. He keeps saying I made a laksa the other night. Please, can you make a laksa again? I said, well, I've got a different recipe. So he said, no, but I want the one that you made. I said, well, no, I've got to make it different so that I can film it. I can't do the same dishes. I'm I'm laughing with you. Mel, we miss you and Chris immensely. We have been chatting, I must admit, connecting with people on Instagram and Facebook has been amazing. And WhatsApp. We actually had a chat with Mel and Chris, and that's where they dropped the bomb that they have actually been engaged. They've been together for a couple of years and were guests at 26 Sunset, where Ant used to work. And we made actually wonderful friends with you, Mel and Chris. And Chris has got a wicked, wicked sense of humor. And we love it. Keep it safe. That's because we have sent it. That's because we have not sent invitations. Yeah, thanks, guys. Mel says they haven't sent invitations to me.
Yet.
I thought it got. You haven't sent invites yet.
Okay.
Cool. Cece,
we're not gonna miss out.
Cece, how do you feel about doing a ramen recipe? Absolutely. Do you know how easy they are? But the only thing, Gene, is that you got to have a good stock, and that's important. So yes, a ramen dish sounds fabulous. And I haven't actually done that at home. I haven't done that at home, but I think if I had to cook all the recipes that I know, we'd be like large as houses. So sometimes we just no. I just like yes, that sounds actually fabulous, Gene. Do you want to do it this week, or are we going to keep doing the? But we'll chat. You and I will chat tomorrow. Because ramen actually is fabulous, but I've got to prepare the people with a good stock because that's the base of it. If you don't have a good stock, it's not good at all. And Marmite won't work, or aromat. Oh my God. I was talking about spices in my kitchen and someone said, is there aromat? I was like, no, we don't use aromat. Aromat's cuck. Like, who uses aromat? South Africans, apparently. Natalie also wants an invitation. Natalie, you don't even know Mel and Chris. Natalie is a friend who just hasn't gone away. She lived next door and she moved away, and we're still friends. I try to get rid of her, but it didn't work. So I try to hide, but she knows where I live, unfortunately. But don't ask for more wine, Natalie, otherwise we won't be friends. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So we'll do Bunny Charles on Wednesday and we'll do ramen for the next week. Fabulous. Yeah. I'm so super stoked about this YouTubing, by the way. And I can just sit here and talk cuck, which is actually quite fabulous. Philippe, of course you do. We have a Portuguese man, Philippe Costa, in the house. Philippe, we did greet you earlier on. Aromat, yes, Ant's highlighted it so that I can see. Nunu, no aromat in the kitchen. It's not good for you. You're not gonna. No, Philippe. I'm telling you, no.
Natalie considered our table.
Natalie considered your table. No.
You invited Nat.
No, Natalie's got her own friends in the UK and she's never invited us. So she's no, Natalie, you can have the leftovers that we'll bring. We'll bring some of the cake left over. By the way, Mel, what cake are you going to have for your, what is your favorite cake that you enjoy?
We'll make it.
I know that you're a dessert lady because every dessert I made at 26 for you, you ate everything. And I think the favorite one that you did love, though, was the poached pear
He just asked if you can make a wedding cake. Yes. What's your favorite wedding cake?
Well, that's what I just asked. How clever am I? Chris wants to know, can you do the wedding cake? Oh, absolutely. I don't know how far it'll travel.
I'll make it.
And yeah, Ant will make it, but the problem is Ant went on this whole wellness thing, and gluten-free and egg-free and dairy-free, and as much as I love him, I do not cope with too much of these free things. Completely vegan, gluten, no gluten, no nothing. Hey, on your cakes.
No gluten.
Very different from me. I've made vegetarian desserts and food, but vegan is another genre. He's quite good at it though. So stop by Prague on the way, guys. We are definitely coming. When we can. Just get more subscribers to my YouTube channel so that I can start making money out of this, because this is the way I'm going to go. Philippe, can you take the highlight of the aromat off, please, Anne? Anne's highlighted the aromat with Philippe. Philippe, I'm going to slap you. Really? Bitch, please. By the way, I have a reputation when I was a little bit younger to go into friends' cupboards and chuck out their pre-made sauces. So if you have any packet sauces, I will find them and I will destroy them. So yeah, I had friends that used to buy me from the fridge, from the pantries, because I would throw out their Knorr packet sauces. Yep, don't do packet sauce.
So Taryn and them is also online. They're loving it.
Taryn's online. Yeah. I can't see them. Apparently, I have Taryn, cousin, online.
Yeah.
The Bangles. So we've got little groups, by the way. We've got the Wine Hose from Durban. I didn't let your dad know. I don't think I did. No, I did. I did let your dad know that I'd be online. Natalie, by the way, is half Seychellois. Her father's got the most amazing French accent and wicked sense of humor. So Papa, I know you're not here, but we love and miss you and we can't wait to see you. So excuse me. Melanie loves me. Natalie's escape crashed our lives. She just bulldozed. She walked into our lives many years ago as a new divorcee with two subhumans who've now turned into semi-human people, and hasn't left. She's like a rash.
Yeah.
No matter how much ointment I put on, it doesn't go away. But we do love Natalie. No, Nat, we do love you immensely, immensely. Just don't put cinnamon in your spaghetti bolognese. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. And don't tell me Anne eats it all the time. Cinnamon in spaghetti bolognese does not work. Note to everyone, Natalie actually can cook quite well.
Keep talking,
Was it ice? Was it ice, little ant? What was that? Was it ice, little ant? Oh, ant bashing. Yes. If you is it this noise? Are you hearing that? What? He said, is it ice, little ant? I think you made a noise with the ice. Did you pour wine or something?
Nothing.
Peter asked, was it ice, little ant? Gene Hacker's God, I love weddings. So stoked for you guys. Have fun planning. God, you know what? I can't remember when last I went to a wedding. I think the last wedding that we went to, yes, gluten free, yeah, vegan, gluten free. You know what? I do love the plant based stuff, but I love eggs and cream a little bit. I'm not huge cream, but chocolate with which got cream in it. So yeah, I'll stick to vegetarian as far as I will go. But I'm sorry, I'm still a good old meat eater, and I love my exotic birds. I love a little pigeon now and again. And I suddenly look like I'm closer to the screen, and it's just focused in. I'm going to just move back a little bit, and so where are we going here? By the way, the Prague boys have sent me a photograph of a room they've actually got in their home when they first moved. So I'm hoping it's still there, guys. Nats, I gather you're talking to Gene Hackett. They've met each other. Yes, you see, Natalie just wants to steal another friend. It's okay. We got enough to share. We got enough to share. And actually, the last time we saw Jean was at her home, which we had a fabulous braai, and otherwise known to Mel and Chris, a barbecue, and a fabulous host, by the way. Some Seychelles, yes, some Seychelles dishes I will do. There's a fabulous dish I will make with a saffron onions. And the fish is a problem at the moment. They're not too fresh, and I can't get to Hout Bay Market where I usually buy my fish from. So that's a bit of a problem at the moment, Nats. I did make pickled fish out of hake. I got some fresh hake, thank God. I actually need to get hold of a fish supplier to deliver to the homes. Have you got a great recipe for a wedding cake not more than 200 rand? 200 rand? 200 rand, that's like 2p for you guys, really. I mean, what is the rate? Tell Christy, really?
I can make one, but only 2 people can eat it.
Yeah, do you know how expensive it is in South Africa? And they put up the prices during this lockdown. Rude people, rude. I tell you, my credit card amount is bigger. With the basket is smaller and smaller, but the slip total is greater and greater. I don't know if you've all noticed that. Tell Chris not to be rude. Tell him I'm not using the £110 to make his cake. I'll send my banking details. 200 rand. 200 pounds maybe, but not 200 rand. You're funny. Do you know how much cakes are in South Africa? You can pay up to, what's it, 7,000, 10,000 rand rands in South Africa.
Wedding, so...
What's that?
Oh, only 10 people allowed at the wedding. So 200.
Oh, Lee. No, Lee, they're in the UK. So they're not even here. Just to see the doctor in the houses. Love you, Lee. Miss you immensely. The last time we saw Lee is we went and raided her gorgeous garden. And what did we have? We had leeks and herbs and Lee, how's the garden going, by the way? So yes, Lee, they're in the UK. I don't know what their Lee, by the way, is telling Mel and Chris we can only have 10 people. What the hell is that? We may as just not Yorkshire. Yeah, oh yeah, he's a Yorkshire. He's got the most funniest accent, by the way. Just to let you know. I wish you could hear it. It's very funny. And when they come visit, they bring their own tea. Who does that? Mel and Chris do.
It's so delicious.
It's delicious. It is so strong. Dear
It's
God.
Yorkshire.
It's Yorkshire tea. Yeah, literally. Artichokes, Lee, that's what it was. Oh my goodness. Do they bloom twice a year or only once a year, Lee? We actually need to come and get some more. And what's that? Till death do us part. What's that? What?
So there's your tongue.
October. Ah, October. Okay, are we going to be able to see each other, Lee? And there's so many people I want to have drinks and food with, guys. I have to tell you, and I think nearly everyone on here is either you coming to our place or I'm coming to cook at your place. And I definitely will bring my camera, by the way, because now everything's going to be filmed. Oh, till death do us part. Yeah. Is that supposed to be funny, Dr. Lee? I'm not sure what? You're funny. Can't beat the Mal, can't beat the Yorkshire tea. Hell, it's strong shit, that stuff, eh? Sure. By the way, we could actually smoke that. If I had some of that, I could have sold that to be smoked because hell, that's strong, good stuff. I tell you what. Oh, Jean, yes. Me for the first post-down lockdown dinner. Shame, little Ant had his birthday 2 weeks ago. I will be having my 50 footsack birthday in the 13th of June, and I've got a feeling I'm going to still be in lockdown, especially in the hospitality industry. So yes, as soon as this lockdown is done, sorry, I'm banging on the table. Jean, yes, we will get together. Absolutely. And Lee, yeah, we need to cook. Actually, Lee has this beautiful home in Constantia. Just to let you know, that's where the fabulous wealthy people stay, for those who don't know. Lee is, though, down to earth, fabulous. She's a doctor, a entrepreneur, a philanthropist. There's that word. Have another glass of wine. Lee is awesome. And actually, I met Lee through coming to a class, and we then visited and raided a garden. But Lee's got one of those farm kitchens, which is beautiful, wooden floor, and she literally's got the copper pots and the old, beautiful. Lee, I want to cook in that kitchen, by the way. Yep, absolutely. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it is a wood fire. Correct me on that one, Lee. It's a 19-foot stove that you have, which I don't know if I'd be able to bake in it, but I definitely know how to cook in it. And it's got so 10 people large cupcake would work. Natalie, cupcakes. Chris doesn't like cupcakes. Chris is full of shit. I'm gonna don't say rude words on here. I've seen people post children swearing on this channel, so we'll be careful. We'll keep it clean and tidy. I can't keep it clean and tidy. I've never been clean and tidy. No witness. Peter Fullion, Lee has a proper kitchen. No, it is, but it's a farm kitchen. It's just when you want to go in there, there's bowls of herbs and fresh vegetables from her garden, and it's such an organic kitchen. It is beautiful. I definitely want to cook it. There, it's the Aga. Yes, it's the Aga stove. Oh, fabulously. Yeah, we'll have to come in there and cook up a storm. You only lit it 2 days ago. What do you mean you only lit it 2 days ago? When else did you cook, Lee? It's supposed to be continually cooking, or is it a hell of a thing? Have you got an electric one? And why am I? Sorry, where am I?
Keep talking.
Okay, so looked like I've gone to a still. What's happened? Why am I in a still? Oh, hand sanitizer. What? What the hell, Peter? What the hell have you got a hand? Is that a hand sanitizer there? What is that? Oh, not yeah. Okay, yeah, amazing. You're in your house. Too hot for summer. Runs from Who's in your house? Me. Yeah, of course.
Yes,
We're at home. It's just we've been for the people from Prague. We've been in lockdown. We haven't been able to leave our homes in weeks, and the only time we're allowed to go out is buy groceries and come straight back. And actually, the stores are so sad because there's hardly anyone there. Although I went shopping today, it was crazy. I think people got paid today. Yeah, for those who get monthly salaries, there was payday today. Food lovers was
UIF.
Pat. Oh, UIF.
UIF was paid out.
Oh, and it's got UIF, so he would know there was UIF was paid it out. No, Gene Hackett, you've got to see this. No, it's beautiful. You just want to hug it actually. So Lee was saying that you only put it on October to November, December because it's too hot now. Actually, the weather's been amazing. Not to go and talk about the weather, but the weather's been phenomenal. It actually doesn't feel like winter, and we still got the fan on at night.
Nat says because my children's calling. So.
Okay, Natalie. See, Natalie's got embryos.
Children were supposed to watch with you.
Natalie, good night, sweetheart. We'll see you soon. We've been talking for an hour. I will be leaving you guys soon because I don't want to overdo this. And
bye-bye, Nat.
Cheers, Nat. So I'll be reminding you 911 wine emergency. Oh, Lee. Yeah, Lee, you won't be my friend if you ask for wine. I thought I had enough, and now I suddenly realize don't have enough.
We sold.
Gene, your typing is shit.
We sold 22 bottles, so 22 bottles down. We only have 20 left.
So I thought we had 26. Now we've got 24, 20. I don't know. And then, by the way, I moved something in the garage and I broke 4 bottles of wine yesterday.
Yes.
I went into a deep depression for 5 minutes, but yes, I broke 4 bottles of wine. Damn bitches. So, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. Thank you so much. There were 10 people on 12. I think we got more. We got 15. I can't see all of you. So I'm going to wish you all a fabulous evening. I'm going to go make pizza and relax with another glass of wine. And excited for pizza and likes junk food. He's missing the restaurants not being open for KFC, although I make delicious KFC in the oven. No, that's another thing I need to teach you on how, he said he got sick the last time, so he's off it, how to make southern fried chicken in the oven with no fat. Guys, I love you. I'm going to log off because we've been on for an hour and it is Friday night. And once you enjoy your loved ones and your time together. Guys, to all of you, thank you for being with me and for subscribing to our new channel. And we'll keep you updated. And I will probably do a chat at maybe once a week or every 2 weeks and keep in touch with you. To my family and friends, thank you so much. To Lee, to Mel, to Peter. If I leave you out, forgive me. Who else? Philippe, Peter Filion, the guys from Czech Republic, from Prague, Dr. Lee, Melanie, and Chris. Love and miss you, and I'm really proud of you, by the way. I'm so proud. When they told me they were engaged, I was like, it's my bloody time. So, guys, thank you, Jean. We'll keep in touch with you. I will do a recipe for the chicken. We're going to do chicken for the Wednesday luncheon Bunny Charles. So, guys, and to Des and my brother Mike, to Jolene, love you guys, and have a good evening, a good week. Look after yourselves, and cheers. Love you all. I just